There on the field, the pride of the Southland band crisply marches into the Giant T. The rear, the roar of 97,000 fans rises with each rhythmic step. In the background, George Beatsis is singing "Fight, Balls, Fight." The orange and white Shakers flood the air. The Volunteers are ready at the north end of the football field to burst through the gate. They're coming now, racing onto the field through the Giant T. In that magic moment that says, wherever you are, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin' Balls Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Tennessee gets their first commitment via the transfer portal. It's at a position of need. Tennessee gets a commitment from UC Davis transfer tight end McCallan Castles. Now, I'm honest with you guys when I come on here. A lot of times I'm pretty optimistic. I look at the bright side of things. I'm not sure about this one. I did some research on it. We'll get into it. We'll talk about it. Again, it is a position of need. And maybe I'm wrong because I don't know a whole lot about McCallan Castles. I was doing a little bit of research, getting some information together. Again, we'll jump into it and talk about it. But as always, do me a favor, smash the thumbs up just below the video. That's quick, free, easy. It does help the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin' Balls Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. I'm going to be live here in just a couple of hours, but not on this channel. Go over to Big Vol Daddy. Just search it on YouTube. Going to be talking with him about some Tennessee football and who knows what else tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'll still put the link out in the feed a little bit before we go live, so look for that, or I'll put it out there on social media as well. But let's jump into this one. Article from on3.com. UC Davis transfer tight end McCallan Castles announces his commitment to Tennessee. And again, this is a huge position of need. The expectation, what we expect to happen is no scholarship tight ends on this roster. Possibly Princeton Fant gone. Miles Campbell into the transfer portal. Jacob Warren went into, he went through senior day activities. That doesn't mean he's gone. He still has the opportunity to come back. So if Jacob Warren does elect to come back, he will be the lone scholarship tight end on this roster. So that becomes a huge position of need. Now, you guys know I'm a big fan of VAWLS. I was listening to Austin Price interview McCallan Castles just before jumping on here. And something that he said in the video that I liked and does kind of encourage me. And I hope it's not fluff. I hope it's not BS. But talking to Coach Heupel, he said that, Josh Heupel told him, I want to get you more involved in the offense. You've been underutilized in your career. Now, if you look at the measurables, McCallan Castles has the size. He's got the measurables, 6'5", 233 pounds. Coming out of high school, according to 247 Sports, he was a 3-star prospect. He was the 18th ranked tight end in the country. So what happened? He commits to Cal, then he ends up transferring down to UC Davis. But let's take a look at the article here. We'll go through it real quick. Not a whole lot here. Says UC Davis transfer tight end McCallan Castles announced his commitment to Tennessee on Wednesday via Twitter. The pass catcher will have multiple years of eligibility remaining. He played for Cal in 2018, appearing in 3 games before transferring to UC Davis. Again, it says he will have multiple years of eligibility remaining. There you can see the tweet, and that's the first thing I saw. I saw the tweet. He put it out there that he was excited to announce his commitment, and I was going back and forth with Gabe, kind of talking about it and saying, what's the deal with this kid? Is that there's not a whole lot of buzz out there. I was Googling. Nobody was really talking about it. So what's his story? What is the story of McCallan Castles? Again, 3-star prospect, class of 2018. He commits to Cal. He goes to Cal, plays 3 games, recording a 15-yard catch against TCU. This is straight from his bio. Earned Scout Team Player of the Week for the game against North Carolina. So again, Scout Team, I was just concerned about that. He earned Scout Team Player of the Week. He appeared in the 2019 season opener against UC Davis, but did not record any stats. Then he transfers down. 2021 spring, Hero Sports Sophomore All-American, All Big Sky Conference first team. Won team's Jim Ferrier Award as outstanding transfer. Tied Carson Crawford for team lead in receiving touchdowns with 3, while ranking second among Aggies in receptions with 12 for 194 yards. And again, the reason it's 2021 spring, because of COVID, the timing of all of that when they actually played that season. So then he played again in 2021 in the fall. He was an all Big Sky second team selection, Hero Sports FCS All-American sophomore team, started all 14 games, started all 12 games at tight end, had 27 receptions, and was the second leading receiver with 363 yards, averaged 14.52 yards per catch, and also had 4 touchdowns. So 2022 going into this year, he was a preseason Phil Steele All-American, also a preseason Hero Sports FCS All-American. Finished up this season with 30 catches, 347 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So again, you're talking about a kid that plays for UC Davis. You kind of go through the stats there. This season, 30 catches, 2 touchdowns. Last season, 27 catches, 4 touchdowns. The spring season prior to that, 12 catches, 3 touchdowns. It's not earth-shattering numbers. It's not earth-shattering numbers. Does that concern you? And again, for the fans, by the fans. I'm not an expert on McCallan Castles. I'm not an expert on UC Davis football. I don't watch UC Davis football. But when I look at stats and numbers, it would be a little concerning. Maybe he develops. Maybe he's got the measurables. So does Josh Heupel. That's who you have to go back to. And sometimes, it's goofy and you see it in the comments. Sometimes I say it and it's like, oh, well, of course we have to trust Josh Heupel because it's his football team. We don't have a choice. Sometimes you have to trust and realize and know that this coaching staff gets paid millions of dollars. They know way more about football than me. They know way more about football than you guys in the chat, you guys in the comments. You've got to trust that this staff understands what they're getting in McCallan Castles. They see something in him. One stat that I did find interesting scrolling through the VolQuest message board, sounds like he's one of the top run blocking tight ends in the country. So is that an aspect? Is that a twist here of what Josh Heupel and this coaching staff sees on tape? Do they see that ability to block in the run game? Because again, everybody thinks this is some type of air raid offense, pass happy offense. Anybody that watched this football team knows that that's not the case. Number 1 rushing touchdowns in the country for the Tennessee Volunteer football team. Run first, establish the run, set up the pass. This offense is well balanced. So is McCallan Castles being brought in because of his run blocking ability? Is he being brought in because of the lack of depth at the tight end position? Again, you're talking about if Jacob Warren comes back, he's the only scholarship tight end on the roster. Is that part of it? You guys know the deal. It's the third video of the day, so this is going to be a little short, sweet, and to the point. What say you? Put it in the comments. Let me know. McCallan Castles sold, not sold, big red flag, question mark. I know you guys, we said it was going to be hot and heavy in the transfer portal. Here comes the first commitment from a UC Davis tight end. It's not the big splash. It's not the big flashy name that you were expecting, but we got one in the boat. I'm behind McCallan Castles. He puts on that power tee. He's got a fan in me, so I'm excited to see what he does. Do they develop him? Do they actually get him involved in the offense? But hit the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. As always, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/TalkinVaws. Any and all sport, greatly appreciated. Busy day. Third video of the day. Make sure you go check them all out. First one had some rumors in it. Also had a target in the transfer portal. The second one had another specific target on the defensive side of the ball. Make sure you go check all those out. Hit the thumbs up, share the videos, retweet, all that fun stuff. Give me a follow on Twitter at Boogie Bentley. Would appreciate your support there. But thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.